A woman painted this, not as a story, not as an idea, but as something she understood. Her name was Artemisia Gentileschi. She was born in Rome in 1593 into a painter's workshop. Her father, Orazio Gentileschi, taught her to paint because there were no school that would accept a girl like her. So she learned by watching, by mixing pigments, by copying hands, faces, light, and very early on it became clear. She was not just learning, she was good. Good enough to paint what most painters avoided, good enough to see a woman differently. At 17, a man named Agostino Tahasi entered her life. He was a painter, a colleague of her father. He raped her. Artemisia did something most women of her time could not do. She reported him. What followed was not protection. It was a public trial. She was questioned. Her character was examined. Her words were doubted. And then she was tortured so that her testimony could be believed. Her fingers were crushed with cords. The same hands she painted with, she did not withdraw her statement. Tassi was found guilty, but the sentence was never truly carried out. And Artemisia was the one who had to leave. She left Rome, she married, she moved to Florence, and she continued to paint. Not quietly, not cautiously. She worked for powerful families, received commissions, built a name for herself. She became the first woman admitted to the Accademia delle Arti del Disegno. In a world that did not make space for women like her, she entered it anyway. And she painted. She painted Susanna, not as a passive figure, but as a woman under pressure. She painted Lucretia, Cleopatra, women at the moment of decision, women who act. And then she painted Judith, not once, again and again. In most versions of this story, Judith hesitates. She turns away. The act feels distant, almost symbolic. But in Artemisia's painting, there is no hesitation. Judith does not look away. She holds him down. She leans in. She finishes it. There is weight in the body, force in the hands, clarity in the face. This was not painted like a myth. It was painted like something real. But this was not revenge. Artemisia's life did not become easier after this. She still had to work in a world that questioned her, move between cities, prove herself again and again. What she created was not escape, it was control. On her canvas, women did not wait to be saved. They did not exist as symbols. They were not distant, soft, or silent. They acted, they resisted, they existed fully. Her name was Artemisia Gentileschi, and she painted women who did not look away.